What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jables bringing you another first-person replay commentary. Today's replay submitted by Morbray. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for sending this in. Let's take a look at what we've got on our two teams here. On the Dire side, looks like we've got a Silencer, Clinks, Ogre Magi, Treant Protector, and a Crystal Maiden. Pretty interesting team comp here for the Dire side, going pretty support heavy. Looks like they're really going to probably go all in on this Clinks here and hope that he can really carry them. Obviously, we can see carry Silencer, which I'm sure we will end up seeing, most likely going mid. Over on the Radiant side, we have an Underlord, a Sniper, Disruptor, Pudge, and Monkey King. So it looks like a more balanced team over here on the Radiant side. If I had to give a initial advantage to any one team, I'd probably say Radiant has the advantage just based on team comp. We'll probably see Underlord go off lane with the, let's see, we've got the Pudge. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays more of a roaming role with the Disruptor and the Monkey King going safe lane and the Sniper mid. So pretty well balanced here. I think Pudge could have a pretty serious impact against some of these squishier heroes, especially the Crystal Maiden, Silencer, and Clinks if he's visible. That's always tough here. But it looks like these supports are going to try and go in early, maybe Snaggaroo and Crystal Maiden, for whatever reason, leading the charge. She'll take a few shots from Underlord. He will get slowed by Ogre Magi, and they will simply reset. So trying to make something happen there, but it looks like all the teams will just be content with their bounty runes and head to lane. Looks like we're going to see a tri-lane top here with the Crystal Maiden and the Ogre trying to secure some pretty steady farm for the Clinks. Clinks obviously pretty tough at the beginning to get those last hits, but as he comes online, he'll be a force to be reckoned with. Pudge's Disruptor looking to make a move early here on the Treant Protector. Will he get invis in time? Monkey King getting his shots in with the Jingu Mastery. Will he gets 4 off. This could spell trouble here. He finally goes invis. And Treant will still save. Will still be able to back off with his life. So an early tri-lane bot with the Disruptor and the Pudge. I'm sure Pudge won't be staying long though. Silencer and Sniper trading early hits. Two ranged heroes, so I think this should be a pretty even matchup mid. Look to Silencer to probably have probably Sniper will have a slight advantage with the range. But good matchups for both teams here. I think if this ends up going late game, I'd say Radiant probably has it in the bag. Let's see what ends up happening here. Sniper and Silencer trading hits. Will this be enough to bring him down? No, it's not. Silencer will back off, as will Sniper. Sniper's going to head over to the shrine, heal up, and get back to lane. So the Treant does have Vision bot, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much here. We're going to probably have to see him transition into a bit of a semi-carry. Probably will rush an Ags. And hope to really... Up there comes the Sentry Ward out. There's the stun. Disruptor's going to send him back. Pudge not really able to close the gap so far. He is invis, but they still see him up. Missed hook there by the Pudge, but it looks like they have him backed into a corner here, and he will fall. First blood claimed by the Disruptor against the Treant Protector. We can expect him to have a pretty tough time, really probably for the rest of the game, I would imagine. The tri-lane top, let's see how Underlord's do. Underlord's still level 1. He's going to maybe get frozen here by the Crystal Maiden. Let's see if Clinks can get a revenge kill. 2 top lane kills coming out. Barely escapes. That Underlord was lucky to escape with his life. Let's see if he heads to the shrine, or it looks like he may just be going back to base. Really, probably maybe leaving that shrine for Sniper. Although they probably could have shrined up together. Looks like the Dire side's going to try and make something happen here with the Ogre against the Sniper. They've got him silenced. Do they see him there? I don't think they have vision. So Sniper may not be aware, but sees the lane pushing now, and will be content to just try and farm under tower. Silencer done a good job of putting pressure on him. Ogre's going to come around now. I think he may be able to get a kill here. Fire Blast and the slow. Couple auto attacks. Fairy Fire comes out. Will it be enough? He does. He dives him and he secures the kill on the Sniper. But in the meantime, another kill against the Treant bot. Let's take a look. It looks like Disruptor got another kill there. So Pudge took a lot of damage in the fight, but he will end up going back to heal and maybe go for more of a roaming role so far. So let's see. Looks like Monkey King going for his phase boots. The battle continues mid. I think Silencer has managed to secure a pretty good advantage here. Looks like Sniper doesn't really have an answer to those curses yet. Underlord putting steady pressure on the tower here, but that will just provide more farm for the Clinks. We've got an Ogre roaming through the Radiant jungle here, probably trying to catch the Sniper out. I don't think he knows he's there. Will he go for it again? There's the blast, there's the stun, and another kill mid. So again, that Disruptor just a little bit late. He does get the Thunderbolt in, but I don't think it's going to be enough to bring him down. Underlord will die top in the process. So a tough go of things here early for the Sniper mid against this Ogre and this Silencer. Silencer's done a good job of keeping Sniper in a position where he could easily fall. Underlord does go back top, but he's also had a tough go of things. So the off lanes so far really being pressured by some of these more aggressive lanes, but we're seeing more rotations mid. I think we can look to have Pudge here come in and try and make an impact. Maybe get a hook off on the Silencer, bring him in for an easy kill. They're smoking up now. Pudge going for the hook, gets the Ogre. The Fire Blast comes out. It looks like Ogre will easily fall here. Gets the living armor from the Tramp, but it won't be enough. Silencer gets the curse off, but it looks like he will be. They know they don't want to fight into this. Although Crystal Maiden gets sent back by the Disruptor. She gets chained. Oh, the chain misses. Doesn't get put in a pen, and the hook just barely misses. Looks like Crystal wants to go back in, but he does pop that rune. It looks like could Sniper fall here? Sniper goes down with the help of the Ogre, buffing the Silencer. Silencer throwing in some shots. Ogre Underlord trying to back him off. Really well played there by the Dire side to reset. Looks like they're going to go for more. Let's see if Ogre can get off of. No, he's not able to get off the slow. But really well played there. Ogre falling, but having the presence of mind to come back and try and re-engage. Clinks going in on the... oh, he does get the kill. Waiting for him to use the Shrine. Gets the kill on the Pudge. Well played there. And now, Dire's going to smoke up here again. Try and get in position for another kill on the Sniper. I imagine they're just going to keep punishing him. That's what you really got to do with Sniper. If you shut him down early, without those items, he'll be behind. So you got the Crystal and the Ogre wrapping around now. They're probably going to look for a kill on the Underlord. He is backed into the trees now, so we'll see. It remains to be seen if they'll be able to spot him out. Clinks may have scoped him out. They may know he's there. They know it's popped, so they know he's around. Will they find him, though? Nope. Looks like Underlord will simply TP out. Good map presence there by Underlord. Monkey King making his way through the trees. Oh, looks like things are going down mid. Oh, Pudge able to get a kill. Oh, no, the living armor comes out, but the kill does come out on the Silencer. Will Crystal Maiden fall in the process? Sniper now 6. This should be a kill. Ho, ho, ha, ha. It's another kill by Sniper. Crystal Maiden's going to be having a tough day of it. Oh, Underlord now going in on the Clinks. They had vision of him, but it looks like he went invis, so they're not going to be able to bring down the Clinks. A lot of smokes coming out here early. Pudge and Disruptor now smoking, trying to wrap around top. Only Clinks there for them to get though. Looks like they maybe have pinged out the Ogre. He pings out the regen rune. See who comes to get it. Monkey King going in, takes the regen rune, gets fire blasted. Silencer trying to go in on him. There's the hook from the Pudge. Will it be enough? Stun comes out from the Monkey King, but he will fall to the Silencer. They all get corralled in by the Disruptor, but Pudge able to deny himself. But now Disruptor looks like he's going to be next to fall. A couple misses uphill. He may escape here. The courier is in a bad place. They could easily get a courier snipe. Disruptor falls. Sniper trying his best to revenge his fallen foes, but with that living armor, he is just going to get absolutely bursted down. Hook comes in from the Pudge. No ult there yet, but it looks like he will be able to take down a silencer. So despite taking down the silencer, still, bad fight there for the Radiant side. They lose 3 in the process to Dire's 1. Good team fight so far by the Dire. Despite having a lot of supports, they've been able to get a lot of lockdown. Up, and Ogre will fall. That glimpse can be a real pain in the ass to deal with. It's tough when you think you've gotten away, and next thing you know, you're back where you used to be. Klink's trying to knock down this first tower here. We haven't seen a lot of Trian. He's been kind of left to his own devices down bot. Maybe trying to close in on him now, but it looks like Crystal Maiden's going to be wrapping around as well. So they'll go back to farming. See how things are going for Treant. Nothing yet, but it looks like they went for a hook up there top, but did miss it. So nothing to be seen so far. Let's take a look. Little living armor for Silencer. He has his veil at this point. It's a good first item. Let's see what he goes for next. Tome picked up by the Disruptor, trying to close that XP gap. In terms of levels, Dire side up, double damage on the Crystal Maiden. Let's see if she can make anything happen with that. So the Dire side securely atop the level board here. That's good to see for those heroes. They're going to need it, as if they can hope to keep the pressure up on the Radiant side. It's really what they're going to have to do if they're going to win this game. Keep securing farm for Klinks. Keep setting up good ganks for the Silencer so we can get that int up. And we'll see what happens. It's like a bit of a standoff. They're pinging out the Silencer mid. He gets cursed. Disruptor may bring him back here with the glimpse. Oh, but Underlord will fall. So a 3-man gank on both sides. Looks like they will trade Underlord for Silencer. Crystal Maiden comes in. That may have been a mistake. They do freeze their Silencer. Or Sniper looks like he's going to get out. And somehow, Crystal Maiden is able to escape with her life. So Sniper able to survive there. They do bring down the Silencer, but again, they did trade the Underlord in the process. So first tier 1 will fall on the side of the Radiant. Looks like Ogre was able to bring that down. Again, they're picking out the Crystal Maiden. They're going to try and go for her. Don't know if they'll be able to secure it here. Sniper gets the, if he gets the kill, it looks like he will. There's the stun from the Monkey King. Easy. Didn't even have to use his ult there. So Radiant now shifting to keep the pressure up, even up the score 9-9. Levels still securely advantage of the Dire side. Klinks has been left pretty much free to farm. Now has a Dragon Lance and a Blightstone. Once he gets his Desolator, that's going to be tough, and Underlord will fall again. So he'll get glimpsed back into the Disruptor ult, but it won't be enough to bring him down. Pudge maybe looking for a hook here. May have seen him going into the tree. No, he did not. So unable to secure the kill there. We now see Treant getting more involved. He's been left bot. Ult comes out, but a bit of a waste there. You really only want to use that when you can secure a kill. He's just going to get living armored back up by the Treant. So a little bit of they're taking down the sentries. They know that they're there, so let's take a look at what this Crystal Maiden. So pretty standard build by Crystal Maiden. We can expect to see that. I mean, with them splitting the supporting duties, it probably makes it easier on each of them to try and secure some of those core items. Treant going for an early hand to Midas. That should help speed up his Ag's timing. I presume he's really going to need that if he's going to be making an impact to both root and damage some of these tankier Radiant heroes. As the game goes on, they secure. It looks like they will secure a kill here on. Oh, he gets hooked out, but he will fall in the process. They now will engage up here by the Ancients. Oh, it's not looking good for Ogre. He is tanky, but will it be enough? He runs in, gets the stun off on the Pudge. Will the rot be enough? There's the ult from The Crystal Maiden. Now, Underlord caught out. And the Clinks just dealing that damage can be such a pain to deal with. Sniper will escape, but he will pay for it with Monkey King's life. Sniper tries to get the snipe off on the Crystal Maiden, but the headshot just misses, just shy of a kill. Clink's looking for some more. Disruptor trying to kill the silencer, but I don't think it will be enough. He will get buffed. They find the Clinks. Will they be able to bring him down here? No, it looks like Disruptor will fall. Oh, he's going, changes his direction to the Sniper. Will it be enough? He is invis, but is there vision? There is. And boom, headshot. Sniper able to secure a kill on the Clinks. They really needed that, as Clinks was starting to run away with it. His damage is just so strong. If you don't have the vision to shut him down, that's what's going to happen. Underlord's been getting punished all game long, even by a Crystal Maiden. He's been having a lot of trouble, despite having plenty of experience in the solo off lane. Just hasn't been able to make the most of it. Let's see. The headshot does come in on the silencer, but it won't be enough. Sniper is starting to get more powerful as the game goes on, but still doesn't. Still just has a Ring of Aquila and Tread, so you can look for him to try and go presumably Dragonlance. Relatively standard build there, but we'll see what he decides to do. Crystal Maiden sneaking in to grab a bounty rune. Monkey King just going back to farming. So he has an Echo Saber and a Blightstone, probably going for his Deso now. It's going to be a pretty big Deso battle here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see. So now the Dragonlance does come out for the silencer. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes Deso. It's going to be a lot of burst here by these ranged heroes. The Clinks with the Soul Ring. Yes, and we can now see him building into that Desolator. So very close, about 500 gold away. And that will only make things tougher on this Radiant team. Radiant has found themselves relatively grouped so far without really making any progress. We've seen Tree not be as involved, but has been farming and really he makes an impact globally with his living armor. We've seen it save a couple of these heroes a couple times, especially mid as the silencer is getting ganked. A living armor buys him a little bit more time to escape, or even maybe get a TP in and turn and get a kill. The Radiant side trying to secure some towers here, but haven't been able to coordinate a push or really found themselves in a position of advantage to get one. Crystal Maiden and Ogre splitting the farm in the mid lane. Clings content to the jungle. There hasn't really been any pressure in the dire jungle so far. And Silencer will take the top lane, try and free farm. Pudge may be able to try and spot him out and get a hook, but right now each team content to farm away. Clink's now invis. He pings out the Pudge. A lot of pings coming out on both sides. They seem to have seen the Crystal Maiden. They've got her silenced. She somehow escapes the cage. A bit early there on the ult from the sniper, but it looks like will be enough to secure a kill. Perhaps Monkey King needs to come out of his. There's a Monkey King ult. That'll secure at least one kill on the Crystal Maiden. Let's see if they're able to follow up with more. Stun comes out from the Ogre Magi. Silencer running low. Clinks dealing the damage. Takes down Pudge. Silencer will escape. Again, living armor coming out. Clutch move by the Treon Protector. Will he throw out an ult here? Goes invis. Manages to pull out the ult. Roots the Disruptor, and Disruptor will fall. So a 2-for-1 trade, losing a Crystal Maiden. She's used to dying, as are all supports. Managed to secure 2 in the process and turn that fight around right by their shrine. So excellent movement there. Despite starting the fight by the Radiant Shrine, the fight ends by the Dire Shrine. They're able to heal up and reset. That Monkey King ult was able to get the kill, but it didn't look like it had much of an effect, as that actually pushed the heroes back toward the Dire side of the river, which ultimately had Radiant fighting uphill. May have gotten a little bit overeager there. Clink's now content to knock down this tower with Treant. These towers just fall so fast. Underlord gets the pit out, but doesn't look like it'll be enough. They find another kill on the Disruptor, still hanging out by their own shrine here. No vision up there. They must have not have known that they were still there. Thought they would have backed off by now. Looks like they're going to try and follow up for more here now they've taken down the tier 1. Pudge Gets the curse out, the stun, and the slow, and he will easily fall. Pudge has not had nearly the impact we would have expected him to have. Really hasn't played that roaming role too well. You'd like to see him secure some of these kills. The triangle here on the Crystal Maiden, but looks like she's able to easily escape. Ogre could pay for it with his life here. Silencer getting out the curse. And this Clinks is really just, he's been the player here. He's taken towers, taken objectives, hitting the jungle. His team has created plenty of space. We now see him with the Deso Dragonlance. So really good things here. And going for an Orchid now. Could see that turn into a Bloodthorn. And that would really help help with those crits to just burst these weaker enemies down like Silencer. See if he decides to go on him here. He could easily dive him. And there it is. Silencer may fall here. Looks like he will just barely escape. Pudge finally gets a hook off, but had the ult, but wasn't able to get it off. Looks like he was able to go invis just in time. Gets sent back by the Disruptor. Monkey King is there. He'll pounce in. Do they have the vision? Yes, they do. Got the dust off, so Clinks will finally fall. A good kill there by the Pudge, having the presence of mind to hook that Clinks and save Sniper's life. But even still, the tower advantage pretty securely in Dire's camp. So we now see that all the tier 1s have fallen. I'm sorry, in the Radiant Dire's camp. Yes, all the Radiant tier 1s have fallen, which will really only just secure more farming space for the Clinks. Silencer sturdily atop the leaderboard with 9 kills. That's going to be great for him as he garnishes more ult to keep dealing more damage with those glaives. Level advantage here, still securely on the Dire side. Monkey King has been trying to catch up, but you see there a big chunk of green there at the bottom. Radiant's just been having a tough go of it. Really surprising to see Sniper only at level 12 despite being mid. And that's as I mentioned earlier, that's the impact of them being grouped up so much with little action. Let's take a look here. Last hits, Clinks has been doing some serious work. Surprising to see Treant there third. Like I said, he was bottom for a long time, really not doing much of anything. Well, beside farming, that is, and using his global living armor. Net worth, Clinks and Silencer, and Treant again there. If Radiant has any hope of turning this, let's see what's going on here. Pudge gets caught up, but it looks like they will be able to secure the kill on the Crystal Maiden, perhaps. Oh, she goes into the trees, throws out her ult, but it looks like they... What will happen here? Underlord does not have an answer for her. Wow. So Crystal Maiden will fall, but she'll take Pudge and Underlord with her in the process. Sniper goes down. Clinks dealing out the damage, taking down the Disruptor as well. This Clinks quickly snowballing out of control. It's 2 fights in a row now where Radiant has only lost to Crystal Maiden and managed to secure 4 multiple kills against the Radiant side here. Clinks punishing those towers. Another tier 2 will fall. We'll see if they turn their attention. Pudge going for the hook, gets Ogre, gets the ult off, but will it be enough? Clinks coming in. Oh, finally gets that stun on Monkey King. Clutch play there. Looks like they will trap them in the Thunderdome for now. Monkey King ult comes out. Will it be enough to take down any of these heroes? Clinks is stunned, but they will all escape with their lives. So, Dire content to back off now. So the tower does fall. Dire will reset. Radiant's really going to need to start putting some pressure on these towers if they have any hope of closing this net worth gap, closing the level gap, and even having any space left in their jungle to farm. We do see, so Treant looks like he will have his Ags now. Yes, he does. And we can expect their whole jungle to be essentially warded very soon. I mean, Radiant will be unable to farm anywhere in their jungle without meeting a Treant ult and them knowing where they are. So this is where the vision game really comes into play. So the strategy, while I initially did give the advantage to the to the Radiant. I still think they have a chance to come back from this. This strategy has been executed very well by the Dire side, securing plenty of farm to rush a quick Ags on the Treant. Clinks having plenty of protection up top with the Ogre and the Crystal, giving him enough space to get that free farm. And then Silencer having a good go of things mid. Couple clutch ganks early by the Ogre to secure some kills on the Sniper has really done a lot to extend an early lead and allowed them to have this advantage. Let's see, they're going to go in on the Monkey King now. He'll turn around and throw out the stun. He is silenced though, so there's the ult. Let's see if Treant, nope, doesn't even need to use the Eyes of the Forest. Easily secures the kill there by the Ogre Magi. And Radiant will once again find themselves retreating into their base. Ogre now manages to have a Force Staff, which will help him with some of those maneuverability issues that he has. Clinks, again, left to farm up top, pushing this wave into another tier 2 tower. Looks like Radiant will try and shift top to push that back. But in the meantime, we've got more Dire heroes trying to push mid. So poor coordination here by the Radiant side. Some better communication would probably strongly benefit them. We'll see if another tower will fall here. Looks like Sniper's there to try and back things off. What does he have so far? So he went straight into Hurricane Pike. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. It looks like the fight's going to go down here. Crystal Maiden looks like she will fall. Probably worth it to secure the space mid. They'll go stun on the Silencer. Oh, looks like Silencer will get caught out. Despite the buff, he will quickly fall. Still is relatively squishy. Sniper was able to back off the Ogre. They will try and chase here. Creep Wave now chasing after the Ogre. So they'll bring him back. It looks like that may spell the death of him. Ult comes out. There's some stuns. He does have the Force Staff. He gets hooked out, but not in time. Well turned play there by the Radiant side, able to secure 3 kills against the Dire. Clinks and Treant were not there, so now finally Radiant looks like they're going to be able to push, maybe take one tower mid. It'll be tough with the Treant living armor to help keep it up. But interesting to see that the Dire heroes are content to still push bottom, maybe trying to take an early tier 3 tower in an attempt to take those shrines and really cut off any chance of a Radiant counter push. So finally, the tier 1 mid will fall as the Eyes of the Forest continue to pop up all over the Radiant jungle. Clink's now content to farm. Plenty of vision. Does nothing to really be concerned about. They know they're there. Looks like they're pinging him out, trying to say, hey, let's try and get some more, couple more pickoffs in this jungle here. Let's check in on Silencer. Also has a Hurricane Pike and a Veil of Discord. Orchid does come out on the Clinks, which will be plenty of lockdown when he jumps somebody. The Ogre Magi looks like he's building into his Ags, as to be expected. And Treant, really where he needs to be with that early Ags. We have the Glimmer Cape for the Crystal Maiden. Very standard builds here on all sides. Let's take a look. Underlord has a mech and a medallion. Probably see that build into a Solar Crest. Disruptor does have the Ghost Scepter. That should be helpful. Pudge finally has his Aether Lens and does have a gem. That'll be a force. Although, let's see here. Roshan does fall, which will now go on the Clinks. And Sniper finally building toward his Maelstrom, but very late for 27 minutes in. He should easily have Maelstrom by now and building into Deso. Looks like the fight will pop off. They're going in mid. That clutch Monkey King stun followed up by the Underlord stun. And Crystal Maiden, wow, really being brought down by that level 4 Acid Rain. And the 2 supports will fall for the Dire side. So maybe getting a little bit greedy there. Leading with the 2 supports really ended up costing them. Let's see what we have here with the Monkey King now. So he has the Basher. And he's going into a BKB. So no Deso on the Monkey King. Maybe building into an Abyssal Blade after this. But interesting that he would go for the BKB. I can understand why against such a high magic burst damage type team, especially when you're going up against a Treant which has an Ags. I may be wrong about that. That may pierce BKB. I'm honestly not sure. But Radiant really finding themselves here, starting to group up, starting to put pressure on towers, which is exactly what they need to do. Dire really hasn't had an answer in these last two fights. I think probably positioning mistakes were a big part of it. And the vision game, I mean, the gem on the... they will now port out using the ultimate of the Underlord, and they will all go back to base. But yeah, I think positioning mistakes have been a pretty big part of that. Obviously, losing those two supports early in the last fight pretty much ended that before it even started. And then... finding themselves at a numbers disadvantage, losing another tower. They really need the Clinks to be in position to catch a couple of those heroes with the stuns, burst them down, if they're going to have any sort of answer. So now a smoke coming out with the Radiant side. They're going to try and catch one or two more. Looks like they're pinging them out here. I believe Clinks does still have his Aegis, so... fight here could easily be turned. They'll see the Crystal Maiden. Will they catch her out? Looks like they will catch out the Treant, although he gets clips to the side. He does get caught in the Thunderdome, and the bashes start to come in. Treant quickly falling. Silencer not able to do much. This is where really that 5v5 death ball mentality comes in. I mean, as the game has progressed, Radiant now finds themselves back in a pretty secure, advantageous spot. Disruptor going in deep, trying to get that aggressive ward out, and another tier 2 will fall. Silencer Crystal Maiden getting glimpsed back. She will Glimmer Cape out, but I don't think it'll be enough. They'll easily secure the kill on her. The gem on the Pudge has been huge so far. Has been able to spot out a couple of these. A lot of these heroes rely on invisibility, and they're getting spot out, and there's no real answer for that. Clink's getting glimpsed back, but he gets glimpsed back into his base. Ogre coming out. He may pay for that. Monkey King ult comes out. He does get the Force Staff off. There they go. They hook on the Clinks, and he will fall. Aegis will pop. So we haven't heard much from Clinks since he had a couple key pickoffs there. And the momentum has swung back toward the Dire side. Although they do lose 2 in the process there. Will Underlord be able to get out? He will. Yes, he will. Oh, but he gets hooked back. Unfortunate mistake there. Obviously, Pudge had the best of intentions, but didn't end up working out as he hooked him right out of that TP. Well, that may have been that glitch where you TP back to base, but then you end up getting hooked all the way back to where you were before. So unfortunate there for the Underlord. Monkey King did end up dying back there. We missed that kill. But now that they have 2 down, let's look for this team to. Oh, hook comes out on the Clinks. Wow, what a play by the Pudge. He will fall. Clinks will fall too, though, and they're going to be their main damage dealer on those towers. So Sniper now with his Maelstrom from distance able to knock down some of these heroes. Did the gem for the Pudge? Crystal Maiden getting brought back. She'll ult, but it won't be nearly enough. So the gem was picked up by the Sniper after the Pudge fell, and that was able to spot out that Crystal Maiden with her Glimmer Cape. So that is going to be tough. You really thought that Dire was going to catch a break there and be able to secure another tower, and in the process they lose 2 and they all have to reset. So they'll get the regen rune here. Unfortunately, this Treant Ag's not having the effect that one would have hoped. They just haven't been fighting into it so far, so they haven't really caught any heroes out in a position where they would get caught by that global Ags. Treant farming Ancients. But Radiant now trying to push back mid, see if they can catch anyone out. Do they see the Silencer? Yes, they do. Monkey King will go in. He'll Force Staff out, but it doesn't look like it'll be enough. Jingu Mastery comes out. The Ogre will get glimpsed back into the ring. And Pudge says, "Man, fight me." Down he goes. Those glimpses have been have been really punishing the positioning errors of the Dire side so far. So Klink's trying his best, but now as these Radiant heroes tank up, it's just not the same. There's the hook, and Klink's will easily fall. Will they be able to turn it on the Crystal Maiden? Silencer trying his best, but he is just going to get ganged up on and beat down. So another 3 down on the Dire side, and things are not looking up for the Dire so far. It has been a massive swing so far on both sides. Now looking at the scoreboards, Sniper has found a way to claw his way back up the kill board here. Levels, we've seen a big swing on the Dire Radiant side as well. Let's take a look at the net worth. So despite the advantage still being secured by the Dire, we see that things have started to even out. And we will see if Radiant will be able to secure a Tier 3 tower and start pounding away on those shrines. Pudge, despite having a tough early game, has really made his presence felt. Barely misses the hook there. Let's see, the glyph comes out. Sniper now pounding away on the Crystal Maiden. Will it be enough? She'll get glimpsed. She still is invisible. Boom! Just the tip snags the Crystal Maiden. I'm sure that's not the first time that's been said about her. And the Radiant side will now back off, content with their kill and getting a little bit damage done on the Tier 3 there. We'll see if Treant tries to heal it up. Probably going to go check Roche now, who is not up, but will be relatively soon. Yep. The check will come out, but it won't be there. Treant now picking up an Assault Cuirass. Don't see that too often, but it looks like they're going to port out. No, they do not. Just happy to reset here. Still about 3 minutes left on Roshan. Klink's trying to push his way in, but it looks like Radiant's going to rotate, try and push back this wave. We haven't really seen what the rest of the Dire side is doing here. You would think a split push would be in order with the Klinks. Keep pushing out those lanes to try and force rotations by the Radiant side. You need to split them up if they have any hope. I mean, I think Dire's more of a pick-off based team with the Silencer and the Klinks. Trying to fight 5v5 against this Radiant team is not going to work out with you. The tankiness of the Underlord, the backline damage of the Sniper, obviously the positioning that the Disruptor gives you, and then Pudge kind of being an initiator if he gets the hook off. So we'll see as they wrap around here. They know they're there, pinging him out plenty. They know where they're going to get him, although Klink's on the back lines here. Is he going to pop it inadvertently? So we're looking for a good fight here. So they get the jump on the Crystal Maiden. She gets bursted down. And now Klink's pumping out the damage against the Sniper. The Disruptor will fall. Monkey King ult comes out. Sniper escapes with his life. Will it be enough, though? Klink's able to get the kill on the Monkey King. He will try and run. Will he be able to catch out the Sniper? Doesn't even see him there. So a 3-for-1 trade by the Dire. That was well fought. I think the Klinks really saved the day there. They had no idea that he was behind him the whole time. And by the time they realized it was way too late. They were able to burst down the Disruptor quick, which prevented any glimpses and allowed Sniper to get away. Sniper was able to pump out a damage. I mean, Crystal Maiden got bursted down, but that's to be expected. Once the fight had begun, Crystal wasn't going to make too much of an impact anyway, beside maybe getting in position for an ult. But she's happy to be the sacrificial lamb. Should give her team some more space as they try and push quickly down mid before this Radiant team gets back up. So a real back and forth so far on both sides. Things have, from a momentum perspective, really swung both ways. We thought for a second that Radiant had him on the ropes. Dire had such a good early game. And now Dire seems to be making some adjustments to come back in. They're pinging out Roche as well. Is it still up? No, it's not. They're very close. Only about a minute left. And they'll have to reset to the jungle as Ogre tries to clear the area. So circling out there, they know that they're there. We could look to see another fight very soon. Once again, another smoke. This Radiant team is relentless in their use of the smokes. See, they may be able to get another pick off on Crystal Maiden, but that's not really who they're looking for in this case. They need one of those clutch kills. Klink's obviously the hardest one to get, but if you can kill the Silencer or even the Treant, you'll be in a good position. It's like 2 will show. Silencer will pick up an Invis rune, which could be very helpful. Treant now picking up a Radiance. We haven't checked many items so far. So there is the Solar Crest on the Underlord with the mech. We're going to provide plenty of armor for his team. Nothing really new with the Disruptor beside the Yules. I guess that could buy him some more time if he gets jumped by a Clinks. Pudge now has a Blade Mail. Helpful. Sniper going for a Maelstrom. Be interesting to see what he goes next. I would think Deso, but it looks like he's saving up for some other item. Radiance comes out on the Treant and the Black King bar for the Silencer. So some good plays so far. And now a Blink Dagger for the Monkey King. Interesting. Haven't seen many Blink Daggers on Monkey King, but I guess from a maneuverability standpoint, it can always be helpful. It's hard not to like a Blink Dagger. Silencer now really tanking up here. He's got a Rod of Atos. I think he just picked up his Black King bar as we saw. So that'll be a force. And now, yes, the Bloodthorn on the Clinks with a Black King bar as well. So Clinks is really in a strong position, building toward Boots of Travel. Okay, so that's where the split push is going to start to come out. Ogre Magi, relatively simple. And Treant, surprisingly tanky with a Radiance and an Assault Cuirass. So I guess that's the benefit of having that Ags on every camp every other minute. I mean, you see now on the map, this is crazy. They almost have full vision of what's going on. So Treant really putting his kit to use. Crystal Maiden, understandably poor, building toward a Ghost Scepter now. She's got a tome, but the dire side will try and go for the Roche here. Let's see if Radiant knows they're there. No, not in time. So they know that they're there. Will they try and engage on them? No, they will not. Although, looks like they will now just push down mid. Radiant backing off, content to defend high ground. Their high ground defense is quite good. The Underlord can really hold them off with his Firestorm. Obviously, Pudge can hook anybody out of position. Monkey King can scout out from the trees. And Sniper has that backline presence. So, going to be tough. Going to be very tough for this dire team to push high ground. Let's see what they do here. So, a couple an Invis rune coming out for the Silencer. Obviously, the Invis by the Treant, but will it be enough? Goes for the hook, gets him. Gets the Treant, Tree throws out the ult. The fight has begun. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it looks like he's just able to escape, and I think they might just back off. Don't want to fight here, but the Silencer calls back the Treant from way back. Looks like he will get bursted down, and a double hook on the tree. He will fall. Wasted ult there by the Monkey King, but it's enough to back him off. They'll throw out a smoke. Looked like a smoke. And Klink's now going around. So a really hectic fight there, but well played by the Pudge. Getting not one, but 2 hooks off on that Treant. So Treant tried to throw out the ult and just back off, but Pudge says, not so fast, my friend. You're coming with me. Silencer. Scouting out, trying to see if anyone's going to come out of position. Maybe he tries to go on Underlord here. Gets the curse off, gets the root. Starts bursting him down, but Underlord has a root of his own. Silencer will use his Hurricane Pike to push himself back. Ogre. They don't have any vision of him up there, but he is just keeping eyes on him. Whole Radiant team now shifting bot. I think they probably saying, hey, Silencer's bot, let's try and catch him out. But in the meantime, we've got Clinks, and this is what I was talking about with this split push. If they don't have anything to respond, it looks like a tier 3 will pretty easily fall. Glyph comes out, Disruptor's coming around, TPs are coming in. Oh, and it looks like Ogre is caught out, so we've got the Gates of Hell and the Static Storm. Ogre is going to pay for that one. Another glimpse. Oh, just barely misses the hook on the Clinks there. Barely escaped his life. That would have been disastrous for the dire side. Really good rotations there by the Radiant. For some reason, throws out the icy gates, but not going to catch anybody there. Silencer trying his best to push bot, but we haven't really seen a coordinated push attempt. Crystal Maiden quickly falling off. Treant still finds himself farming, although I don't think I don't quite understand the impact that he's trying to have. You can only farm so much before you start to pay for it. What else could he possibly need at this point? He has all the vision of the map. He has all the farming potential in the world. I just don't know maybe a blink. Next item, he has Boots of Travel himself, but not exactly a hero that can push quickly. So it will be very interesting to see how this match ultimately resolves itself. We've seen a lot of back and forth. I think I'm shocked that there's still a tier 1 tower on the map 45 minutes in, and I think that is Radiant's thought as well. Let's just go take it. They're not going to do much. And there's the guy global ult by the Treant. So they know they're all there, but will they be able to respond in time? Clinks looks like he's rushing. I think Clinks has Boots of Travel too, so surprising to see that he's not pressuring the top lane as much as he could. So this tower, is bottom tier 1, will quickly fall. And I think it looks like they're trying to trade 1v1, but they have that teleport with the Underlord. So as soon as this tower goes down, they're going to be, yep, there they ping it out. They're going to be probably going back mid if I had to guess. Clinks punishing that tier 3. So they are back now. Will they be able to engage on the tier 1 tier 3 does fall. But the Monkey King comes in, he throws out the ult. Tree doesn't really have an answer here. Nothing he can really do. He'll quickly fall. Long range hook does miss. So Tree falls, but they get to tier 3 in the process. Pinging out the Clinks, who is still chipping away. He is not able to do enough damage to take down a second tier 3, but that will be enough. Oh, they're closing in on Clinks now. Will they be able to find him? He's going into the trees. Firestorm goes in, Viz barely misses the stun, but the root does come out by the Underlord. It won't matter though. Battle going down mid. Disruptor had fallen, and they looks like they will pay for that. They glimmer cape the silencer. And Clinks putting out enough damage to take down the sniper from way back. That range is crazy. Now trying to go for more. So really well played there by Clinks, having the presence of mind to wrap around. Hook just again barely misses. Been a couple times there where they were really in a position where Pudge just almost had a hero. Barely misses. But a clutch play by the Clinks, able to take down that sniper. He seemed to be trying to make a run for it. I thought he might get away for a second, but does not. He has taken a 50-second dirt nap now. So they will shrine up now, try and get that health and mana back up. Let's see if Clinks makes a shift toward the shrine here. It looks like that's probably what they're going to do. Crystal trying her best to do it herself, but it's not exactly what you want to do. You're going to need the Clinks there if you have any hope of taking that down quickly. And now we see those shrines just melt with the Desolator and the Bloodthorn. Got an Eagle Song on the Clink, so that's going to provide a little bit of extra power for him. Now building into a Hurricane Pike of his own. Or, I'm sorry. Looks like he's going to build a Butterfly. So Treant, plenty of gold here. He's a rich boy. He is now top 3 spots of the net worth all belong to the Dire side. So pretty secure here. The levels are pretty much mixed, but as the game progresses, we can see everyone kind of trending into, well, beside these supports on the Dire side or Radiant side, they found themselves in a tough position. I mean, again, like I said, they've been grouped up a lot, but haven't really found the experience in the meantime. I'm shocked to see Underlord that low. You would think with all of his push potential, he would be going to the open lanes with his ult, going to open lanes, pushing him out, getting back. But we haven't really seen him play that role so far. Again, pushing out the lanes here, but let's see. So the top, both shrines now down. For the Radiant side. There's a haste rune in the river. Doesn't look like they know that it's there, though. Knowing that tier 3 is down mid, we could probably look to see them try and push in, take some barracks, Let's take a look. So now the Greaves out on the Underlord. Monkey King does find the stun on the Crystal Maiden, but it doesn't look like it'll be enough. So Sniper going for BKB. So no Deso here. Going for some crits with a Chrysalis. Roshan now back up in 20 seconds. Silencer. Looks like he may be building an E-Blade. That'll come in handy to help quickly burst down some of those heroes. And what is next for Treant Protector? Not sure. Not much of anything, looks like so far. Now trying to push top. Maybe they know that tier 3 is so low. If they can push top, that'll be another good victory for them. So both teams playing rather cautiously. Radiant finds themselves kind of turtled in their base. Sniper farming away at the lanes. They're going to need a coordinated push if they really hope to take anywhere. Surprised I'm not seeing them go bottom. You would think that with the Eyes of the Forest, they would continue to really put pressure on it, knowing when Radiant's going to shift. May even have the Clinks split push top as the rest of the team pushes bottom with the vision. And another missed hook by the Pudge there. Firestorm coming out to help clear those lanes. So free gold for the Radiant side as Dire can't seem to make up their mind what they want to do. Here's that push bot that I was talking about, but the whole team is there, so if anything, there's going to be a fight here. Looks like Silencer and Treant. I have to say, I do disagree with this Treant's strategy thus far. I mean, here we go. Now the split push is trying to come out, but it's too late. The lanes have already been pushed back, and the continued presence doesn't continue bot. I mean, it's this kind of lull in the game that can really doom a team like the Dire side that does rely so much on momentum, securing a few clutch kills to really try and push that advantage while they have it. Giving Radiant too much time to kind of secure maybe one or two more big items, even though they are just waiting here. If you push the lanes in but don't follow up on that, you're feeding them free gold and just buying time. So Ogre will now look to go top. Clinks will go mid. Maybe trying to bait them out here. Hook comes out from the Pudge but does not connect. So here's looks like the fight's going to pop off. I don't think Ogre is going to... He's probably going to get glimpsed back here. I don't know if he makes it out of here alive. There's the glimpse. There's the Static Storm. There's the Thunderdome. 2 men enter. 1 man leaves. Gets the Glimmer Cape, but will it be enough? I think he will escape. He gets rooted. But Clink's now focusing purely on the towers. Silencer trying to get out. Clink's not able to do anything with that BKB on the Sniper. Hook comes out from the Pudge. Again, missed. Poor guy just can't hit anything to save his life. Gets glimpsed back. There's another... Oh, and a quick push out there by the Crystal Maiden. It looks like she will survive, although Ogre may die in the process. He stuns one. Monkey King ult comes out. This could be huge. The hook comes in, able to get the... Oh, but he gets... Oh, man. Killer move there by the Underlord. Accidentally sucking the Pudge out of the fight. Oh, but he is able to pop the Aegis from way, way back. Sniper with the boom headshot. So despite Ogre falling, I think the fight really went the advantage of the Dire there, securing another tier 3. That'll be huge. They know that the bottom lane's going to start pushing in now too. They need to back that off before their final tier 3 falls. However, really only one good Radiant fight away from them being able to push high ground themselves. If they're able to secure a kill on Clinks, really Clinks and Silencer, if they can kill those two, I think the strength of their team would be able to push in pretty quickly and take down a lot of those buildings. Radiant is certainly down in this, no doubt, but not out. We don't see too many eyes of... Well, we see the Eyes of the Forest up here, so they know where they're farming. Will be interesting to see what the rest of these people have in mind. See what the next item on the Monkey King is. So he is building an Abyssal Blade, as I had thought he might. I suppose that stun can be helpful. Having 2 stuns on a Monkey King will let him get his Jingu Mastery in even faster. So you can, Abyssal, between the Abyssal and the Echo Saber, and of course the natural staff stun, that can really lock one hero down in place, burst him down quite quickly. So that could be a huge difference, especially on a hero like Clinks, who relies on the element of surprise. You get an Abyssal off on him, and if you burst him down fast enough, I mean, he probably has a significant amount of health now, and can basically run full time. I mean, the butterfly, that butterfly will be helpful also in buying him time with the evasion, and if he needs the extra speed to escape at any point. Besides, shadow walking and having the butterfly, he can be a nightmare on the track. But again, still, this Dire team, content to farm, and I hope for their sake it doesn't come back to bite them. I would have expected to see, with 2, we now have a Refresher Orb on the Treant Protector. So he's now basically a lockdown king. I would expect to see split push. I would expect to see Clinks take one lane, the rest of the team take another lane. They try and go. Treant's going to have 2 stuns. In the time that you can stun twice on Treant, you could take a barracks in the top lane as they push bot. Monkey King bar now coming out on the silencer. So all these heroes starting to become 6-slotted more and more. And as things even out, things are going to start probably trending toward the Radiant side. The kills are somehow even, because we haven't really seen a major fight in quite a while. They had a bit of a skirmish there at the top lane to take down that tier 3, but that, they were really able to sacrifice an ogre for a tower, and you're going to take that trade any day. So now we see the team shifting top. We've got 2 in the jungle here, doing God knows what. All right, so Radiant now grouped top. They know that this is going to start to push in. Where is the rest of the team? What will they do? We've got Crystal Maiden slowly pushing in the bot. And there's a hook in on the ogre, and he'll get bursted down. That's exactly what they needed. Now they need to secure their advantage. Radiant now has them on their heels. They need to push this, knowing that there's not much they can do. Crystal Maiden is bot. Will they try and catch her out? They're shifting bot now. There's the blink in from the Monkey King, but they're going to just have to push out the lanes. And Crystal now with a blink of her own, a blink and a Force Staff of her own, she will get out. So another ogre down, but still no real impact. God, this mini map that's a lot of red dots. That is pretty much full map vision at that point. I'll be interested to see how that looks at the end of the game. So despite having a full vision of their jungle, I mean, they're just not interested in taking the fight to them. Now approaching 1 hour into this game, I think this could have probably ended by now, maybe even 10 minutes ago. It'll be interesting to see if let's take a look at Treant, because I would have thought to see a blink on him. I mean, the man has 4,800 gold. I guess he's saving for buyback. I guess you can never have too much gold. It's like he can push pretty quickly with the Radiance, but hasn't been using that power to his advantage. I want the gold. Where the gold at? So let's see if Radiant can turn this around. Oh, Lotus Orb coming out on the Underlord. And a pipe, so that's going to provide a lot of protection. So Underlord really playing that tanky role. Oh, complete whiff on the hook there by the Pudge. God, poor guy. They're going to back off now. Pudge has really been a tale of two cities over here. I mean, he had a tough early game, great mid game, and now he's just found himself. Got a couple hooks on the Ogre, but other than that, it's been tough for him. Obviously, he can't really act with all the vision that they have in the forest. There's not really much he can do. The hooks are going to come either from his base or not at all, or at least they'll be spotted out. Let's see if they're going to do anything here. Finally, maybe. Ogre taunting him, missing the hook. They're now all bot. All the Radiant team is bot, so let's see. What will the Dire side do? Baiting them out. See if the hook comes out, and he gets the Ogre. He's going for the silencer, but he gets the Ogre. Ogre will Yules himself. He will get up. Monkey King ult comes out. Will it secure any kills here? Monkey King ult bursting down by the Clinks. Sniper will fall. That was a good target. Pudge, here comes the Crystal Maiden ult, but Disruptor will fall. There goes the Pudge. There goes the Underlord. They're all buying back now. Dire really needs to get out of here. There goes Crystal Maiden will fall. Treon will fall. Gets glimpsed back. And Clinks is going down. Oh no. That's a disaster. That's exactly what they needed there. This could be disaster. They all have buyback. So Clinks, Treon, and Crystal all have buyback, but it will be enough. Are they going to push in and see if he can blink in on the silencer? He isn't able to get him. They're just going to be content to just push down mid. Pudge coming back in 5 seconds. Ogre and silencer now bot. Are they going to try and defend mid, or are they just going to try and get that bot tier 3? Ogre pounding away. Silencer not doing anything. So now he's finally coming in. Pudge has gone back to defend. Ogre now coming back, but is it too little too late? Pops the Shrine. Not throwing out any sort of slows. Dodging the stun there. Dodging the Pit of Malice. There's another Monkey King ult. Treant not going in. Underlord going to pop his ult now. Will he get out in time? Looks like they will be able to get out. They get back to base. So well played there. They are able to take the tower, but that's all. So pretty much even reset. Looked like at the beginning of that fight that that Dire really finally had it. But Radiant able to turn that fight in the end and take a tier 3 in the process. So an excellent play by both sides there. I can't recall if the Treant ult even came out. I think despite being the most farmed one on their team, he seems to have had the smallest impact. That's why I would have gone. I mean, I think he needs a blink here because I think he needs to be able to initiate. I think he should be the one initiating with those blink stuns. The blink stun, refresh stun. By that point, Clink should be able to burst down 1, if not 2, of their heroes. We saw the sniper get burst down pretty early there, and that's a good target of opportunity because obviously he's going to be their main damage dealer. He brings out a Monkey King bar, which is a fine pickup. Monkey King getting more powerful as the game goes on. Underlord obviously making his presence felt. The Disruptor able to get a couple clutch his glimpses into the static storm, into the kinetic field has really been a lifesaver for this Dire team. He's such a high impact support. He can do so many different things. He has a good early game impact. Can do a lot of harass with this Thunderbolt. But then obviously he scales well into the late game because his control of the battle is really nice to have, especially on a team like that. I think it's the Sniper and the Disruptor pair well together. You can kind of corral them in, and Sniper can burst them down. It even works well with the Monkey King ult. You corral one person in, they can't escape that ult in time. They're going to get beat down. Now more farming coming out here by the Dire. Oh, Crystal Maiden somehow gets caught out. I didn't even realize she was down there. What she was doing out there is beyond me. Now down for 100 seconds. And that could really be a disaster for this Dire side. Let's see if that is a mistake that they will pay for here. I don't know if they'll be able to, how far they'll be able to push out or how far they want to push out. I see the side coming in, but again, these creeps are not going to be able to push into base. The high ground defense on the Radiant side is just too good. We have eclipsed the 1 minute mark now. 1 hour and 3 minutes. Clinks, despite his best attempts, not able to do this on his own. Gem comes out by the crystal, but I don't know if it'll matter. So an Aegis, we do have the Aegis on the, what is the timer on that? It doesn't say, but we do have the Aegis on the Clinks. They need to try and make a high ground push. They really do need the Crystal Maiden, though. Could try and do something here. It's been this game has pretty much been one giant Mexican standoff since about the 45-minute mark. Neither side really willing to commit too much. Radiant content to buy their time and hope that Dire makes a mistake like they did with that Crystal Maiden, and more, I suppose. Silencer hasn't done much. I haven't seen any huge global silences either. They really need to initiate with it to not allow, Monkey King to get his ult off, because that's really a battle turner. So Silencer pressuring now with the CM. But Dire is there, doesn't get the hook off. Radiant is there, doesn't get the hook off. Throwing out a little chirp in there from the Crystal Maiden. She is not too happy after that last engagement. But he's content to just keep it up. No reason not to. So Dire team finally grouping mid. Really need to find their cojones here and just do something. Spaghetti Yolonaise. That's not a name you hear every day, but I kind of like it. Seems like an appropriate name on the Silencer sooner or later. Yeah, I would say it would probably be later, judging by how long this game has gone. All right, finally might see something here. Clink's just charging in. He's going to start unloading on the barracks, but he's going to get absolutely bursted down. What a waste of an Aegis. Team did not seem content to follow up. Not sure what he was thinking there. Into the Static Storm and the Kinetic Field. This is an absolute disaster for the Dire side. They need to do something. Although Clink's now able to put out some damage. He's going to get away. Finally, it all comes out from the Monkey King and the Treant Protectors. Treant going to be able to even get off a second ult. He's getting bursted down so fast. Clink goes down, Treant goes down, Ogre goes down, Sniper finally goes down, but it doesn't matter. Silencer's down as well. There's the play that the Radiant needed all along. They were right to wait. Dire pays for it. An absolute disaster of a fight, and it looks like they do have buyback on the Treant and the Ogre, but it doesn't matter. They're two main damage dealers. The Clinks and the Silencer are going to be down for over a minute. So it looks like this may be, well, we could see. This may be GG. We'll see how far they're able to get. I mean, what an absolute fool of a mistake by the Clinks, rushing in to seemingly chip away at a barracks, but without any team follow-up. They bursted him down, wasted an Aegis before he could even do a quarter of the damage to that barracks. And that is going to be an absolute disaster. So Treant will come up without needing to use his buyback. Will they try and catch him out here? See if he uses his ult. I don't think he has it up yet. The tier 3 is already down, so this is going to be a barracks at least for the Radiant side. There we go, start smacking away at the barracks. Crystal Maiden not able to do much, going to get thunderbolted. The glyph does come out, so it'll provide some temporary relief, but it's not going to matter. Crystal Maiden finally using her Force Staff to get out of there. First barracks falls. No buybacks from the Dire side so far. I think they're going to just let this barracks fall and think maybe they can reset. Ogre's going to be up in 3. They'll back off now. But the damage has been done. So finally, after this long, the first barracks finally falls to the Radiant. They'll probably now try and take their shrines. They're pinging it out, but they're not going for it. Roche is still down. I would expect them to try. They should have really gone for the shrines there, because now we have a couple TPs coming in. It looks like the Clinks TPing in, going invis. He's going to try and find a follow-up kill. Maybe can get one on the Disruptor, but thinks the better of it. I think that's the right idea. Pudge now becoming incredibly tanky with 24 flesh heaps. So we've got the TPs coming in mid from the Dire side. They're all going to group mid again, but if the fight goes again how it did last time, they are going to be in trouble, and I think that'll be it. Klink's trying to wrap around bot. Not sure what the thought process is there. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Sniper finally surpasses them. So Sniper and Monkey King. Klink's has fallen off, now with only 11 kills. Silencer with 13. The level's now evening out at almost a full 25, except for the Pudge. Let's take a look at what they went with here. So negative 50 second respawn time. That's going to be helpful. 250 Crystal Nova damage. The Bloodlust attack speed. What did Klink's go for here? 125 attack range. I think that was probably a good call. The Pit of Malice. I would have probably gone for the 50 regen on the Underlord. That's hard to beat. I mean, 0.4 seconds on a Pit of Malice isn't going to do too much. 4 Thunderstrike hits. That can be pretty helpful. Although magic resistance is always good. We haven't seen what he's going to do here, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes with the Flesh Heap stacks to really make him a force to be reckoned with. And then the 100 attack range on the Sniper. So he is really going to be way back. It's going to be hard. And 100% boundless straight crit. That is powerful. And I'm sure that's what happened in that last fight. 1 crit on a hero like Crystal Maiden and you're done for. Hooking in a creep here. We've now eclipsed 70 minutes. These teams are 6 slotted, tanked up. It's time to just grab your nuts and go for it. But at this point, I think Radiant is the tankier team. So it's going to be tough to really do much of anything. Now a Maelstrom coming, or Mjolnir on the Silencer. There's a hook. Oh, barely misses. That connection would have been absolutely huge if you could have got it. Curse comes out on the Monkey King, but I don't think it'll matter. We haven't seen the Ags Sniper this time, something that has become more popular as of late. I mean, I think that was one of the best Ags upgrades of the 7.0 patch. But again, this dire team, very little sense of urgency, trying to look for an opening, but I just don't know if they're going to find it. It's unfortunate because they played such a good game for so long. To see them be unable to take advantage of their strengths in this game and not close it out is it's tough. You put so much effort into a game like this. It's a time sink, and if you walk away with a loss, you're probably going to feel pretty defeated. A heart now on the Treant Protector, who now has 7,000 gold. He'll be securely above the GPM board. We got XP per minute. Where's our GPM? Well, anyway, it would be around here somewhere. But as you can see from the net worth, somehow Klink still has a higher net worth than him. I don't even know how that's possible. But look at that, 42,000. That's just insane. Finally gets a hook in on the Silencer. He's gonna get bursted down. He will fall in no time. What a play there by the Pudge. So the ult does come out by the Silencer. Will they glimpse him back? There's the Ogre. Will they be able to secure him? There's the Yules. Double Yules. You don't see that very often. There's the crit strike. Will he fall down with the Firestorm? He'll be taken down. Silencer already. All right, here we go. Crystal Maiden trying to throw out an ult, but it won't be enough. Will Klink's fall? Monkey King ult comes out. Will they be able to take him down? Silencer bought back. Coming back in. Will it be enough? Will they be able to get anything here? Crystal Maiden so close to death. Silencer. It's a dieback. They're now going to chase him down. Will they be able to get the... Anybody, Crystal Maiden, Treant, or the Klinks? No, they will not. So they do get out. Crystal Maiden does get out. She's healing up. But the damage has been done. Silencer with a dieback. Ogre Magi does have buyback. Klinks just finding his way around. He's going to go in on the Monkey King. Buddy gets the Ghost Scepter out. Here comes the Disruptor. He'll lock him in. Will it be enough? The long-range headshot, and he brings him down. Klinks instantly buys back as the Radiant side starts to try and push high ground. It's the Pudge and the Underlord. Quickly being followed up by the Sniper and the Disruptor as they as they all march down mid lane. Clinks is back. Will he be able to do anything? Barely misses the hook there on the Crystal Maiden. That would have been an absolutely huge hook. Firestorm pushing that lane even further. Clinks in position, waiting for his chance. But the whole team is here now. Will this be the game? They glimpse in the Crystal Maiden, but she instantly blinks out. What a play there. But it won't matter. Radiant using their advantage, taking the shrine. Pudge able to hook in the Treant Protector. It's going to be a tank off. But they burst down the Clinks, and he is going to be done. It looks like that might be GG. Crystal Maiden goes down. Treant falls soon after. He has buyback. Both buyback. There goes the Ogre Magi. He tries to force staff out, but it won't be enough. Crystal Maiden trying to put in, just basically tickling them at this point. This Pudge is a force to be reckoned with. He has too many flesh heaps. He can't be brought down. Treant, despite his tankiness, he's not going to be able to do much. Monkey King ult will come out to secure a couple kills here. Monkey King pops his BKB. Hacking away. Take my staff. All the way. Clinks with the... We already disconnected. He can't stand it. He knows it was a time wasted. And the GG will come out. What an ending to this game. Just as I thought, the Dire were fools to wait that long to take it late game. Radiant, bides their time, swings it back, and they ultimately win. What an incredible game there. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this match, please subscribe below. Trying to get this channel off the ground, so your support is appreciated. And we'll see you next time.